Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my quad view or my orthographic view. And right now I have my heads up display turned on, so I'm going to go to display, heads up display, and I'm going to turn the numbers off where it says poly count. Okay, in my side view right here, I'm going to use my left mouse button and click on image plane. I'm going to navigate to where my image is, which is Snoopy right here. And with Snoopy selected, I'm going to go to my alpha gain, which can be found here in the attribute editor, or it can be found in a channel box layer editor. And you want to make sure, if you don't see alpha gain here, then you want to make sure that you select the image plane, and then you'll see alpha gain. And we're going to set this to 0.3, enter key. Okay. So holding down the control of the command key, I'm just going to move over here. So left mouse button to select, and you can see that it's selected because it's green. W for move, and I'm going to grab the arrow so I can move this up so it sits on top of the grid. And again, holding the command key down while holding the left mouse button down allows me to rotate. So with this image plane selected, I'm going to go to where it's channel box layer editor, and to the very right there is create a new layer and assign the selected object. Click on that. I'm going to double click where it says layer, and I'm going to call this reference, and I'm going to hit save. Now what I'm going to do now is, while this layer is selected, I'm going to toggle through. T is for transparency, R is for reference, and then I'm going to left mouse button click in this area right here to deselect. Now if I try to grab this, I cannot because it's a reference object. Okay, I'm going to go to my side view here. So as long as I have my cursor in the side view here window and hit the space bar, it's going to fill it up. Holding down the command key at the same time as holding the middle mouse button down or middle button down, I can pan and rotate pan and zoom this view left, right, up, and down. Zooming, I'm using my middle mouse button or scroll wheel to zoom in and out. So holding. Before I do anything else, I'm going to make a new layer just by going to the right over here, new layer, and I'm going to left mouse button select, and I'm going to go to mesh tools, create polygon, and I'm going to use my left mouse button to lay down my points. So I'm going to click here, click here, click here, click here, and then hit the enter key on my keyboard. And so grab my selection tool, holding down my right mouse button, I'm going to go to edge mode, grab this edge, and W for move, and holding down the shift key, I'm going to use my left mouse button and I'm going to drag it over here. I'm going to right click, holding down my right mouse button, and I'm going to drag the line to where it says vertex, and I'm going to use my left mouse button and drag a marquee around this one point. And because I used my move tool last, it's going to allow me to do it again. And so I'm just going to use my left mouse button. I'm going to move that point there. Left mouse button, drag a marquee selection. Move this over here. Do this. And do this. to edge mode, holding down shift, I'm going to extrude this, holding down the right mouse button, go to vertex, grab this point, this vertex, move it here, do the same thing, move that there, and then right click edge, grab this edge, hold down my shift to extrude, and I'm going to bring that there, right click vertex, grab this vertex and bring this down over here, and again go to my edge mode, hold down shift to extrude, and I'm gonna hold down my shift key, and I'm going to let go of the left mouse button, and then to extrude it once more I'm going to hold down my left mouse button, and I'm going to drag it, let it go, hold it down again to make a new extrusion, let go, hold it down, make a new extrusion, let it both the shift key and the extrusion tool go. I'm going to hold down the right mouse button, go to vertex, left mouse button, marquee, and I'm going to move this over here, do the same thing here, move that over there, do the same thing over here. Okay, and I'm not going to worry about his ear just yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to right mouse button, hold it down, go to object mode. So my object is selected. I'm going to go to edit mesh. Nope. I'm going to go to mesh tools, insert edge loop. And I'm going to, so now my edge loop tool, insert edge loop tool is selected, and I'm going to click on this edge right here, because eventually I'm going to make his ear out of this right here. Because my edge mode is selected, I'm going to go to this edge right here, or my insert edge loop is selected. I'm going to go to this edge right here, and I'm going to click on that. Okay. And grab my select tool, right click vertex, and I'm going to grab this vertex, and using my move tool, W for move, I'm just going to move that right there, and maybe move this over here. Right click at object mode, mesh tools, insert edge loop, and I'm going to put a loop right here. Select tool, right click vertex, grab this vertex, W for move, bring that up, I'm going to move this over here, this over here, and so good.